fucking with it right here with who I started with. Be something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, 8 Uno Central Coast. Mom and suicide. Only arsonist. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. And we're back live on Chicano Tube. We're live on Chicano Street. This is the channel where the raza hangs at. Do me a favor, man. Just hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell. When you hit the bell, you got to hit the all button that way we're notified every single time that we go live. I'm about 3 days into this pinche no sé qué tengo, but getting better, man. Getting better. It is what it is. It's jumping around the other kids. And I mean, I even heard Negra from Indicted TV. Shout out to her. Think she said she's had the flu for like 6 days. So again, nothing new. It's flu season. Um, and so it's very normal at this point to get very under the weather. You got to just look out for your senior citizens. You got to look out for the older people. They're the ones whose immune system is compromised. Okay. And yes, like I said yesterday in that live, they slapped us in the face. They grabbed all the numbers of all the senior citizens that would pass because of las enfermedades during this season. And instead of 100,000 or 200,000, they went to zero. They went to zero and they put that all on the sea to fool me and to fool you. Now, yesterday I was demanding an apology, but you know what I want to say is this. Maybe I should have also said a lot of us were duped genuinely. Whether you turn into some kind of, well, you hate us. That's why you're not wearing a mascara or whatever. If you went all the way in like that, well, that's different. But if you were genuinely duped, even though there was people like me and other people saying, hey, this shit is only happening in 3, 4 states. It's not the fucking black plague of Moses and Genesis. It is what it is. I've already moved on from that. All right, so we got a double murder inmate that was set free. That's going to be the topic of this morning's discussion. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. Gracias to everyone that comes and hang on the Razas channel, Chicano Street. Gracias to all the Chicano channels and all the Chicano pages. I appreciate you guys more than you know. You already know what it is. We're going to go ahead and get into it right now. And then I'm going to play a couple clips. I'm going to play a couple clips. A clip that would have actually fit a little bit better yesterday, but I'm still going to play it right now, man. I'm still under the weather, man. I appreciate you guys that are tuning in already, that are dropping a comment already, whether you're listening live or you're listening on the replay. It's time for that alpha brain. I hope I can feel the alpha brain this time because the last 3 days, my head has been in the clouds. I mean, in the clouds, man. But anyways, I appreciate everyone that's tuning in, man. Chenate con Mikey. Shoot your line. If you ain't got no chanate, shoot your line. It's gonna be state. You ain't gonna get my access. You ain't gonna get my walking horse chanate. It's gonna be state chanate. That's what we say the state packs. Okay, those are for the care packages. No te creas. That's right. I appreciate everyone that's tapping in. Hit that like button on your way in. Do me a favor, just hit that like. That's all I ask, man. Is let YouTube know, hey, this is the channel that I rock with. I fuck with tough. I want to see more when they go live notifications in my feed. So hit that pinchy like, man, as we talk about the double murder inmate that was set free. 2 bodies, 50 years. Is that enough time? Is 50 years enough time for 2 bodies? The shit hits different when it affects you, right? If it was your son, you'd be going to the board meeting and you'd be like, okay, he's going to live his life. What about my son? Who's going to bring my son back? Right? So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to play the clip and then I'm actually going to play 2 clips. Cabrón, that's what I'm going to do. But hold on. First, let me get the alpha brain. Then I'm going to run around and a little bit. I got some things to do. Que voy a hacer? I got 2, 3 things to do. I don't know. Maybe swing by, go see moms again. Yesterday, I went to go see moms. I shined her up like a mirror again. But I was under the weather, man. Serio, man. It was hitting me hard yesterday. It was hitting me hard, man. All right, so you might not be knowing who I'm talking about. This is uh, a gentleman that was part of a movement, 70s and 60s. They birthed a lot of movements, gente. These are post civil rights days. And so just because civil rights got enacted, there was still a climate that needed to be changed. And it didn't change right away, even though civil rights got enacted. A lot of the same tendencies before civil rights were enacted kept rolling over even after civil rights were enacted. So there's a lot of movements, right? We already know that the Chicano movement was one of the ones that we talked about here, right? Because of course this is Chicano Tube. So we've talked about that. I've actually brought in the founder, one of the founders of the Brown Berets that gave us the history from the beginning. And what he was talking about, las calentadas that they used to get in the 50s, I understand. Shit, I get it, cabrones. All right. But we're talking about someone that was in a movement called, I believe it was called American Indian Movement. Okay. Again, another movement birthed post civil rights. A lot of these movements are very militant movements. They have cuetes that they're moving around like like bodyguards, etc. Because again, post civil rights, the climate was crazy, right? Even like Vietnam and shit like that. People started seeing more protests. It's crazy because the soldiers came back from Vietnam. They left with their country's support to Vietnam. Hey, we want to see you do good, mijo. And there was a lot of Chicanos that went to Vietnam. Okay. Carlos Montes on the interview, he said half of his partners went to Vietnam and half of that group didn't come back. And they said that it was unfair. They started seeing these buses of the people that were getting drafted to Vietnam be mostly Mexicanos and Africanos. That's just the truth. And he said, how is that fair? Most of our sons and daughters are the ones having to go to the front lines, right? A lot of shit was going on, man. A lot of movements were birthed. Here's one right here. You got a camarada named, what's his name? Leonard Peltier. Peltier. Something like that. Okay. American Indian movement. What happened? Again, crazy shit happened. A pinche shootout happened. Okay. A shootout happened at a reservation in about 1975. About 1975. And it was a shootout. There's photos of bullets everywhere. He admitted, Leonard Peltier, this was just his statement because he pretty much he kept his innocence the whole 50 years. He was saying bullets. Did I pop off? Oh, I popped off. Oh, I popped off. He goes, but did I do what they said I did? He's saying that he didn't. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and watch a video, man. Let's watch this video and see what the people think.
The FBI and its current and former agents dispute the claims of innocence. Agents Jack Kohler and Ronald Williams were shot and then executed as they lay wounded. Their cars were riddled with dozens of bullet holes. In a statement, the president of the Society of Former Special Agents of the FBI says they were down, they were wounded, they were helpless, and he shot them point blank. It is a heinous crime. Peltier was serving life in prison for the murders. According to the Biden White House, Peltier will transition to home confinement in North Dakota.
So basically, it's not okay. When you get pardoned, it doesn't take away the charges on your record, but he was just sick. So what they do is they motion for clemency based on the medical conditions. Hey, maybe there's the C, maybe there's major organ malfunction. I mean, just bad shit, man. Like on the brink of there's just not that much time left based on medical experts. So they basically are gonna have him on home confinement, serve out the rest of his time. So I want to get what the Raza thinks about this individual and maybe him getting off. I mean, he paid his dues. What do you think? 50, ya va morir. He should just go home confinement, slap the bracelet on, or not. Or like, no, there was two bodies that were dropped. I want to see. I want to see what the people say. That's right. Warzone Boxing Club just stepped in the building. Mi hermano from another brother. I appreciate you more than you know, cabron. Gracias. Al's over there taking care of Warzone. 3 locations. Excellent, excellent trainer. Uh, Patriot. Todo más, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Warzone Boxing Club, man. I want to see what the people say about that. Because some people say political prisoners, Mikey. Now he maintained his innocence, but the video said that after he shot them, he went up and he basically executed them on the ground. People were doing crazy shit, man. 60s and 70s, those revolutionary movements. I mean, some people are barely coming home from this shit they did, man. Some people knocked off banks, went on shooting sprees, all for the benefit of these movements that were birthed in the 60s and 70s. And some of the people are barely coming home, man. 40 something, 50 something years later, man. That's a trip, man. And I get it. It was just remember like that. I remember I was telling you about Vietnam. People, they left the Vietnam with the country's support. They came back and they didn't recognize the country. What happened? Well, what happened is, I mean, just to keep it a buck, the left. That's what happened. The left. But I mean, I'll hold. Why? Because now there's different viewpoints. Now, okay, baby killers. What the fuck? And so the soldiers are like, hey, I'm getting trained to kill my enemy and turn into a fighting machine, and then I come back, I can't even get a job, and now these cabrones that are politicians are calling me this and calling me that. Where is That's the kind of progress the United States didn't need, but the ideology is here. So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Brett Martinez just checked in the building. That's right. Welga Bird Flag. I appreciate you, my boy. So, Mikey, last night, an agent in Vermont was illegal on a traffic stop by an illegal immigrant. Have you spoken that? Gracias. I did see that come across my feed. Um, Basically, the dude stopped him. And you know what? You know what's crazy, bro? Ray Velasquez, you know what's fucking crazy, bro? Is that it was so bad. It must be so bad, the idea of going back where the dude came from. This is just my opinion. It's only my opinion, right? I host only my opinion. If I ever have a guest on, that doesn't mean the guest sides with my opinion. I just have a guest on. I want to pick his brain. But in my opinion, it's so bad in the country the dude is from. He rather do life in a jail cell in the United States, because life in a jail cell in the United States is better than where he came from. That's crazy. You already know. For you to go if you want to go all the way, all of that has to cross your mind, right? He didn't want to talk unless he thought, well, I could dust this guy again respectfully and get away. I don't think so, man. They got cameras in every corner now. 360 cameras recording 24/7. Just let something need to be investigated. Then when the trial comes up, you'll see they already got you in the middle of the street, in the parking lot, wherever you were. So what do I think about that? I don't attach that to political climates. I don't attach that to anything, because if you look up statistics, man, some things that are never going to stop: assaults, beatings, robberies, carjackings, uh, people getting assaulted. That's happening by the second. But again, we just have to recognize whether it's being gaslighted or not. So what do I think about that? It must have been so bad, bro. To wherever country he's from, he'd rather get 3 hots in a cot the rest of his life here. That's crazy. And Cholo Trucker brought that up. He goes, how come we're not talking about why are they leaving those countries, man? Does anyone want to hold those leaders accountable? I'll hold. Tierra Caliente. That's right, my boy. He said Tierra Caliente. That's right, cabrón. Is that Michoacán o qué, way? Is that a Michoacán o qué? ¿Qué tierra, güey? ¿Dónde eres, güey? Because Tierra Caliente is right next to Cualcomán. You know that, right? You know that, right? In Mexico, in Michoacan. My dad's from Michoacan, way. Mom's is from Jalisco. You know what I mean? That's right, Tierra Caliente. You know what? A lot of people, Tierra Caliente, wish the map was like this, where we keep talking about indigenous, give the land back, Aslan, popular topics, right? A lot of people wish the map was divided like this, carnal. Look at this. Look. What do you guys think about this map? Is this map something that you would like to see? Or is this map not reality? Stop fucking looking for unicorns. Or is this something that needs to be done? I don't know, people's opinions, but if you look at this map, Texas is Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, shit, Colorado, I probably is even Mexico, Oregon for sure, Utah's Mexico, Califa's absolutely California's Mexico. Just what do you think of that map, man? What did it say in the middle? Qué bonito se ve nuestra América Mexicana. Oh, yeah. It's a shock because 47 says he's going to change the name of the Gulf that's under Georgia. No one gives a shit, man. That shit, give it to Georgia, man. That shit belongs to Georgia. The Gulf of Georgia. I don't know. All right, let's remove that. Back in the comments. No, the vato should have stayed locked up. I mean, man, again, it's easy to say, cabron, until it fucking affects you. Then you got pendejo, like I'm not even gonna say his name no more, but took someone's life and is here laughing on the internet drunk every night. Imagine being the family that lost a loved one and you see the person that unalived them on YouTube laughing and drunk every night. I'll hold. Yeah, I don't know. It is 50 years, bro. It is 50 years. You're either tough on crime or you're soft. I remember Norby's brought up, he said, you know what? The juvenile justice system, it fucks up a lot of kids' heads. They shouldn't even put them behind bars. And they had us on lockdown, man. Now that I think about it, gente, now that I think about it, it was a mini shoe program. Unless you went to school, and then you couldn't go to school if you got into a fight, or something like that, right? Or the counselors, they don't want you there because you're a troublemaker. You were on lockdown all day, man. All day. Yeah, that's bad shit. So Norby's is like, hey, let's do rehabilitation. I get that too, man. There has to be a system though where you rehabilitate them. But then when you see them not taking it seriously, not fucking up, catching new cases, violating probation, then you got to send them somewhere tough, man. I don't know. I don't know if I would send them to prison per se, because again, prison is it's crazy, bro. Most of my friends that went to YA, they came back. I didn't even recognize them. First of all, I was like, "Do you fucking feed you guys just weights over there?" And then they before they left, they were laughing and joking, and they came back monsters, super serious. So my answer would be, you know what? You commit the crime, you're going to the Marines. That's what you're doing. You're gonna pay with the Marines, and that leads me to another topic: birthright. People are talking about Mikey. What do you think about Uncle Trump saying snatch away birthright citizenship? Gente, I'm gonna say something right now that a lot of people don't know because we just see the meme and we believe it, right? We see the video caption, oh, he did this. We don't even fucking research it. We don't even want to see if there's longer than a 10-second clip. We believe a 10-second clip and just fucking run with it. But did you know the majority of the countries in the entire planet don't do natural birthright citizenship? Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that that's a foreign concept to over 90% of the world? Because people could be traveling through their country and then have a baby there. Have no roots to that country whatsoever. The rest of the world says, if you have no roots over here, why would you want to be a citizen? But wait a second. When there's a country whose taxpayers are funding everything, It's called free lunch. Texas food's gonna process a part. It's crazy, man. I'm not. That's that. No, you can't come back from that. First of all, you can't come back from that. It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with nothing, man. It has everything to do with common sense. You can't come back from that. He thought he was gonna come home. You know he did. He started dropping a track or two. He started saying that he's gonna do a tour. He's gonna do a show in LA through his current wife. He started putting out tweets and media, and then they shot him down for 3 years. One of them was a 9-year-old. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But in the same situation, let's in all fairness, in the same situation, they're saying, because anyone can say that. I could say that, man, and all the fucking. I actually had like como 14 casos. I could say it. I could have said it multiple times, man. They set me up. It was a coup. That's not me. I didn't do it. That's the easiest thing to say. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. They set me up. It was them. And then when you have a history, right? Obviously, the fucking CIA, when there's a history of setting motherfuckers up or doing dirty shit, come on. We would get dope planted on us. I would see the partner, once he hit the facility or whatever. Hey, what happened? Yeah, the motherfucker planted something on me. Oh, okay, keep it pushing. Now, of course, they'll rat on him. You know what I mean? They'll say they're solid, real, and take the stand and point the finger. Hey, he planted that shit on me. I get it, because times have changed now. Now they're saying, wait a second, you can rat because it's for the right reason. I get it, man. Shit is changing by the second, man. Shit is changing by the second, man. We're like, yeah, we got set up. No matter what, we got to do our time. Let's do it, man. That's a low blow, Pete Dog. Orale. Pissing off those combat vets returning wouldn't be a good idea, bro. They have PTSD from bullets zipping by their ears, man. I used to qualify combat vets for housing. I used to qualify them, right? And the first time I saw hostile fire pay on some dude's income statement, right? And I had to ask him, I'm curious as hell, man. I said, what is hostile fire pay? He goes, we're the first to hit the beach. So we, confront the enemy every time. And they get an extra payday for that. And I'm like, shit, man. As soon as the dude said that, my respect for him went like, can I get you some water? Got deleted by an unarmed man. The cop. Kind of shit. Breaking news everywhere, huh? Comes you guys and sending me the clips. I told you to get IG, Risky. I told you to get IG, way. So that way you can send the clips, man. So this is just a pardon that happened yesterday. Of course, I went in last night because did you know that 45, when he left, they went in on him because the rumor started when 45 was leaving, he's going to pardon his family. Did you know that? I'm just being fair. Did you know that? Because a lot of us just share shit without knowing shit. I'm going to play a clip.
Have you ever heard of somebody getting a preemptive pardon who was innocent of all crime? Who's just an innocent person? Have you ever heard of that? Just somebody getting a blanket pardon and they're an innocent person?
But no, it's the president's own family. It's people that have been covering up for the president in addition to his own family.
Is there an innocent explanation for someone to seek preemptive pardons for family members? Would you do that if you knew you were innocent and just worried about outside forces?
The answer to that is going to be no. If you haven't done anything wrong, you sit there and go, what do you need a preemptive pardon for?
If he pardons people preemptively, he's essentially telling the public that these people have committed crimes. And we may not be aware of what they are, but the pardon is clear evidence that crimes have been committed.
President Trump is reportedly considering a wave of preemptive pardons. Does this concern you? All these preemptive pardons?
Well, it concerns me in terms of what kind of precedent it sets and how the rest of the world looks at us as a nation of laws and justice. You're not going to see in our administration that kind of approach to pardons. Nor are you going to see in our administration the approach to making policy by tweets. It's just going to be a totally different way in which we approach the justice system.
Just wanted to play that. Information's out there. It just takes knowing it, seeing it, or looking it up, etc. Let me see. Central Cal's in the casa. That's right, my boy. USA jail system needs to be fixed. I mean, the jail system tough on crime. People will say people should be digging ditches all the years that they're in la cárcel. The hardest work I ever did in my life was trenching. Trenching is the hardest fucking work I've ever done in my entire 44 years on this planet. Trenching. If they had people that commit crimes doing hard crime shit, then they'll think about it. But when you let them go and all they're gonna do is kick it with their homies, they're gonna come out and kick it with their homies. That's the way I see it. But maybe it's better to send them to the military. What do you think? Well, Mikey, what do you want to do? Have people que muera? No, I'm just saying. You're saying that the system is broken. I'm only talking about what do they do to house them? Like, what do they do? Now, I know people are talking about, well, put a lot more money in the ghettos, put more rec centers, put more resources. Okay, I get that. Really, what's going to save the next generation are mentors like me and you. That's what's going to save the next generation. That's what the Bible says. The days of Elijah, the son, will turn back to the father. Okay, I think that's in the book of Malachi. That's what we got to do, is turn the hearts of the sons back to a father's, because 9 out of 10 times when I go inside the camp in juvenile hall, the father's not in the picture. Salute, we tapped in. That's right, my boy. The same way American politicians get away with it because they have people. Oh, damn. But Mexico's different, man. Mexico's different. I talked about that one influencer. They said, hey, you got to take those cameras down. You can't have those in the front of your pinche rancho. Es que no trabajan. Some fucking arrogant pendejo. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. He's not here no more. I'm sorry. I apologize. No mean to disrespect the dead. The dead is dead. You know what I mean? He didn't want to take him down. That was his fatal mistake. That night, about 29 people came in his house. Mexico's different, man. They don't care if you're the president over there. The president can get it over there. The president can't get it over here. They tried 2 times to get him. They blew off a piece of his ear, but no one seems to give a shit. What if they blew off a piece of your ear? I hope. What's up with the Banda World interviewing children? That was kind of weird, bro. Why is he having little kids, 11, 12, and 13 call in? And he's talking to them. I think he's in his 30s, right? Like a 30-year-old man. And he's telling a kid that's in middle school about SCX activity. That is weird. That is weird, bro. I can't believe people are missing it. People need to make videos about that, bro. He's telling a middle school kid about activities that, that's some fucking creepy ass shit. SPM shit. SPM shit, in my opinion. If this map, you're talking about this map right here. Hold on, let me talk about the map. This map, here it is. Okay. Let me go to the comment now. If this map was to come true, then people will be complaining about what they don't have compared to what they have now. Complainers will look for something every time, man. Every time. Well, can't get ahead because you motherfuckers in Washington have all the benefits, and us in Oregon, nada bueno está pasando. You're right, man. It's all perspective. It's all perspective, man. I thought I saw Miss Chicano tube in the building. I did see Miss Chicano tube in the building. That's right. My husband isn't lucky. I'm lucky. You know what I mean? I don't even believe in luck. Like, what is luck, man? There's no coincidence. I think there's divine appointments, predestination. I believe in predestination, divine appointments. Um, but luck, what is that? Like, is that float in the air? Like, is that some kind of did that come from China and shit? Luck, whoever invented that probably came from China, man. Anyways, I just wanted to click on that because who said that? Yeah, people complain, well, es que acá no tenemos en Texas. Pichis güeros, danos más. The Mexican old map is the past. You have Hispanic traders that will step down on raza and claim white. Any moment, the only option is Hispanics to step up and claim the whole America. Are we fucking starting a revolution or what? You want fucking? Is that a call to arms right there, cabrón? Grab your cuete, muskets, one shotties. You know what I mean? Shotty. Shout out to Bakersfield Boxing. I'm gonna be over there on the 26th. I'll post the fight list. One of them, the youngster's name is Little Shotty. The youngsters' nicknames, man, it's crazy. There was about 30 youngsters. I was at Marshall's on the north side yesterday, and 30 youngsters passed by on bikes, and they were all Edgars, right? All Edgars. And 30 Edgars passed in front of me. I had to wait because there was un chingo. They had fat tire, black bikes with fat tires. When those 30 Edgars passed by, I must have heard dead homies like 10 times. Dead homies, dead homies, dead homies. And I'm like, that's crazy, man. I seen Hot Wheela post another Mexicano Chicano dude saying the N-word. It's always going to be a topic, man. You know, because it takes away from your culture. And matter of fact, it intrudes in someone else's culture. And actually, if you want to look at the origin of the word, it ain't even something to play with. You know what I mean? That was one of the reasons Alvin got removed. I won't play the clip, man. I got the clip loaded, but I'm not going to play it, man. He said it 4 or 5 times. There's no downplaying that. But he's gone, man. He turned you in for a dog. In a sense, it's wishful. However, when you look at Mexico and its politica, I certainly would not want to be part of that system. It's savage. That's why most raza bounce. Again, bro, not even in Mexico, bro, from other countries. The dude in Vermont that off the CBP officer that was investigating I forgot what, bro, it was so bad. He'd rather do life over here than go back to his country, bro. Now, is that the United States problem is another question. You know, yeah, Nino America, he'll say, I don't give a flip. Oh, man, that's crazy. So by those standards, are you giving up your U.S. citizenship? You just bro, how am I going to give up the citizenship way? You know what I mean? Oh, you're talking about for that? Again, it's effective. What was it effective? I don't even know. Miss Chicano who's in the comment section. That's not even effective yet, right? It's only in the talks about, just like the child support thing that I told all you guys, hey, you're gonna have to get with a tax person because it all depends how much income how much income you're making, how many deductions and credits, and how your tax status is set up, and how much you can get back. But that I believe is not effective yet. The executive orders that were done, we talked about, I think, the last 2 videos, and the first one was they closed the border. The border shut down, man. So people are crying that so what they're doing, there's videos of people crying at the border. They're not Mexican. I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying it's bad. Okay, cálmase. I'm just giving you the facts. They're not Mexican, but they're recording them and they're making videos about them and they're throwing it in us, the raza's face, making us feel guilty. Oh, immigration is not an issue for me. My issue is paying $20. Shit, bro, I paid $7.49 for a gallon of milk, bro, yesterday. I paid $7.49 freaking cents for a gallon of milk. The number one issue is the economy, money in our pockets, buying homes, saving money, paying off debt. It's called prosperity, man. That's what it's called. But some people see it different, you know? Some people want everyone to earn the same amount of money. No. Everyone should be getting $500 a month. Even the rich that have 200 billion. Pinchy, I don't know why Zuck, he fucking snuck a look at the Amazon executive's fiance. Okay, they're already saying because it was lightweight inappropriate to be in the Capitol Hill. You do have a blazer and a suit on, but under a brassiere. But PBD, Patrick David Bet, you know what PBD is, right? Remember that clip that I sent? Who did I send that clip, man? Oh, man. I called it, what did I call it? I think I called it the Millionaire Boogie. I don't know. Patrick David Bet. Yeah, the groceries. That's right, my boy. That's right. Double saludos. That's right, my boy. So just to let you know, I invited Raskizi on the channel tomorrow night. I invited Raskizi on the channel. If he's not too busy, schedules always have to be willing. And let's talk about everything. I think it'll be a good conversation. Let me remove the map. You know, this map right here. People are tuning in right now. They're like, "What the fuck is that map?" I'm saying it's one of it's something that gets asked about in the chat a lot. That people bring up, which is cultura. It's cultura. So people say, "Oh, they talk about is this and that." That you get tired of talking about your cultura. We don't get tired about talking about ours. I'll hold. Irony. That's right. Splashing ACB chemistry, pinchy tidal waves, man. Applause for these. No, but no one is perfect, bro. We're not on Chicano Tube trying to point out a perfect politician. That's never gonna happen. That's when pigs fly. These cabrones get NDAs, they pay off people. We know that. What's new about that? But it's whatever's gonna get you the vote. Some people blow with the wind. Blow with the wind. Whatever will get me the vote, yeah, let's do that. Why do you think Heels Up Harris switched 4 or 5 stances as soon as they made her the nominee? She didn't win it because she won less than 3% at the debate, the primary debate. She only got 3% of the vote. She wasn't in. Oh, man. I needed that laugh. Sandcastles in the casa, he's splashing waves. That's right, my boy. Let it rain, cabron. Dripping. How can you partner someone who hasn't been convicted? It's called a preemptive. It's me putting a blanket on you to protect you from future and all litigation. But what? So the rule, and they were just looking for content. Like right now, I just noticed a lot of people are starting to drop political content. You didn't give a shit 2 days ago. Now you give a shit. Well, if it helps the raza, then I'm glad you're doing it. You know what I mean? That means depending what it is. Or if you're trying to gaslight, come on, get a life, man. Get a life. That's right, my boy. Corcodor Security just stepped in the building. Watson is in the building. My husband is. His mother came in. I gotta go visit mom's. Yesterday I shined her up. She's looking real good, man. 6 minutes into 6 minutes. And legally was a legal immigrant when he was born. Yeah. Mom's was a citizen. You know what I mean? They would have him become citizen. Well, she came in under Reagan, right? Or I forgot. She said she liked Reagan, but I think she did her paperwork under Reagan. Okay. I think she did her paperwork under Reagan. I could be wrong, right? But one of the main reasons was because they would tell him, hey, when you retire, you're not going to get your Social Security. They would lie to him like that and shit. Or tell him, hey, you're going to get 50% of your retirement benefits. Something, right? And if you're a fucking vulnerable Mexican and you have a widow telling you that when you're barely lifting up your hand, I pledge allegiance to the flag and shit, you're going to do what you're going to believe it. So, moms did the paperwork right away. Forget about it. Pops had his run-ins. Well, INS already talked about that. Little Mike Bakers just stepped in the building. My boy, I appreciate you, cabron. I appreciate you, little Mike. He's a day oneer. Dig a trench with no gloves. Sounds like game. It was, bro. I had a like PVC. Construction is the hardest job I ever did, bro. Ask my wife. I would wake up 30% charged, even though I slept all night, like a 30% charged battery, knowing I have to lift tools that weigh more than me. I thought these fucking jackhammer, I thought that shit weighed more than me. And then they'll put me on this thing where they lift me up to the sky about 5 stories up. I mean, I didn't shake or act like a bitch, but I just knew, this is not for me. But I trenching. So if you do hard punishment, people will think about coming back. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna jump in the ride so you guys can do that little who ride. I'm good. The dude just did 2 years of breaking rock, and his hands full of blisters. The blisters are permanent now. He did 2 years of that. You think he's gonna want to go back to breaking rock? That reminds me of Rambo, huh? Was that Rambo Part 2? In the beginning, he was in the jail. He was breaking rock. Miss Chicano Tube's in the building. Who's Banda World? We're talking about the king of the border. The king of the border, bro. He's from Calexico, otherwise known as the Hater World. Just to let you know, my boy. That's weird shit. Chalice. Yeah. Having middle school. This is middle school age kids. It's out there. And guess what he's gonna do now? Now that I said it, guess what he's gonna do? Delete it. It's over. It's deleted. Right when I opened my mouth about it. I know they watch the channel. That's been proven. Who else said they removed Alvin off the YouTube yarda? No one. YMCA. the Indian dude where it has the original headpiece still. The dude with the black leather chamarra, he still has the black leather that says USA in the back and is wearing chaps, bro. The officer with the brocha and the black glasses, that dude looks like he's from Chicago and shit. He's still there, dude. Are you telling me they shouldn't be getting money because their song is a hit right now again? Are you telling me that? I'm just objectively, I'm asking you. People want to put a jacket on Snoop and Rick Ross and Soldier Boy. Oh, dang. Shit. It just what it is, cabron, is it could be taken 5 different ways, dude. They'll grab that and they will clip the shit out of it, man. What are you doing talking to 13-year-olds and talking about, I'm not even gonna say it. But now it's deleted, so, and was a movement. Okay, so the American Indian movement, he did 50 years. Let's get back to it. This is the clip that I'm talking about right here.
The FBI and its current and former agents dispute the claims of innocence. Agents Jack Kohler and Ronald Williams were shot and then executed as they lay wounded. Their cars were riddled with dozens of bullet holes. In a statement, the president of the Society of Former Special Agents of the FBI says they were down, they were wounded, they were helpless, and he shot them point blank. It is a heinous crime. Peltier was serving life in prison for the murders. According to the Biden White House, Peltier will transition to home confinement in North Dakota.
So serve out the sentence, keep the charges, but he has bad health. What do the people think about that? I'm asking your honest opinion. And yeah, we talked about the American Indian movement. Yeah, a lot of those revolutionary movements, they were going all the way, man. They're strapping fucking bombas to them. They were doing like a Middle East shit. They would sacrifice their life from what they thought was needed to be done. Imagine, crazy, you strap like some C4. You think this needs to be done? If any youngster feels like that, reach out to me on social media, man. Please, por favor, man. Por favor, reach out to me, man. You guys got my phone number. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm serious, man. Decide to take it to the next level. Give me a call, man. Give me a call. I'm that guy you're gonna talk to about that. Okay, Central, that's right. Robert Woolley, that's right. Got the headphones on. It was DJ Day. When was it? That was yesterday? Oh man, DJ Day, MLK, inauguration, which like was on from like 8 o'clock to like 10 o'clock at my house. They're sharp, man. I would like to have some of those flags, man. That presidential one with the crest, shit, that has to cost a couple racks. Gotta stop looking at the past and focus on the future. It's no longer Mexico. I know, my boy, but you gotta respect the internet and people's opinions. There's some people that say they want to take it back to those days. What are you gonna tell them? Then it turns into who's more brown than you. Am I more brown than you? You know, it can go all kinds of different ways. We set the groundwork here to have good conversations. Good conversations. Effective once. Oh, look, we got an answer real quick before we go. Effective once implemented and moved. Okay, so it's not effective yet. Okay, more from legal. Yeah, it's people didn't know that, but the most of the world doesn't do that. So they'll actually going to refer you back to your parents' birth country on their birth certificates, and then they'll figure out and they'll put a label on you. That's it. That's all it is. But when people see it as reaping benefits, you know, we were joking around about the C. I said some of you cabrones like the C because you're getting $800 a week. But where's the $800 a week coming from? The taxpayers, cabrones. Eating eggs, damn it, man. You know what I mean? Ziploc bags, a scale, and some eggs. We're in whether to get better, do the sessions for the channel. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. My birthright son yesterday because it sucks. And as Chicano, you hate to see someone that have to go through that. But honestly, it had to be done. But here's my question. Why is it even a point of contention? Are we just a bunch of adults rambling and yapping about something just because it's fucking trending news on YouTube? And should it really be a point of contention? Hey, what country they wrote down on my birth certificate? Well, you were born, so that wouldn't even be up to you. That would be up to the country. So that's what we're talking about. Well, let's not blow it out of proportion, okay? But I know people say, oh, the Pell Grants are higher. I know. The grants are higher for school. I know. The welfare automatically enacted. Automatically. Welfare is enacted. 100%. Last comments, man. No more freebies. When I got married, it was the first time. I remember I was at the beautiful smoking sexy hot wife's mom's house. It was the first time I heard someone say, that dude's a freeloader. And the first time I heard that word, I pictured someone backing a truck up and just throwing costales. Not working for it, not paying for it, but just throwing costales. What a trip, man. That's going to be great. I decided just recently to buy a camera, a bunch of expensive lenses. Oh, my boy. You want to talk that shit? We haven't even scratched the surface, my boy. Wait till you see just the trailer video we're going to drop first. Let's just do the trailer first. And then, oh, my boy. But people always say the editing. Oh, of course, that's a secret sauce, the editing. You know how much the wife is paid for editing from these dudes from Asia, Turkey, and Belgium and shit like that? Thousands of dollars. I don't even know if she'll put any of the editing out, but in camera, whew, crazy, man. Norby's been to the house. Shout out to the native that made them off the walls. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So they said they had North Dakota property already ready for him. Is it, how do we approach how we think of this? Do we approach it of the blood that's pumping through your veins, or the justice system, the American justice system? They're all different lenses, man. They're all different. I respect all those lenses, man. That's why we're here talking and giving it to the people. He's saying they didn't do the execution. Now, I actually, I was about 2 doors down from someone that did do the same exact thing, man. Hamburger meat all over the parking lot floor. He was bullied so bad in the break room at like a blue collar job. He was bullied so bad. People will snap, man. He was from another country and let's just say he had island blood going through him. Okay, but he took it to the max because he was getting bullied, man. The dude that was doing it was like 6'3", 280. He was like 5'10", 190. So that's crazy, man. He was 2 doors down. It's crazy. I used to send him tamal. No, I'm not lying and shit. I sent him a piece of tamal one time. The job site looks like crap before it's done. So these bills are necessary. Damn, I wrote this comment. Oh, shit. Do you think Raza will ever organize? Y que tenemos representación política? Bro, we're already in it, cabrón. The thing is, we're already in it. Okay. We'll never get nowhere as an independent movement. Never. It's a two-party system. It's made that way. You can't reinvent that no matter how much a voice you have. So Raza has always been working with what we got. That's it. whichever cabron or cabrona is going to help us the most, we just work with what we got. But as long as you're listening to a voice that's giving it to you that way, and not a motherfucker with red glasses, blue glasses, then we'll advance, bro. But hey, I'm in it. I'm in it already. I went to my first meeting the other night. That's where I came up with that point of order at our town hall meeting. I didn't make that shit up. I heard that like 8 times screamed the night before. Oh man, it's 12 o'clock. I'm in motion. I'm in motion. My deepest condolences and prayers, Randy Jean. What happened? I like this is free. This is the all. That's just good for my husband. Oh man, I'm so sorry, amiga. I'm so sorry. Nothing but positive energy over to you and to young Hitler and his family. I'm so sorry, amiga. You know how I visit moms Monday through Friday all the time. So that hits me. That hits me. Get to see some. What if you get caught in the chin, dude? What if he just clips you? Bow! Bink! 2 knees on the ground. No, I'm just joking, cabron. Jojo, for you. That's right, 100. Keep it 100, my boy. On the next fight, I'd like to get the worst seat and go live on my channel doing my own commentary. Personally, I will do the finish turns. Yeah, where are you located at, Wait? Where are you located at? How far are you from me? How far? Look me up on the maps. Let me know how far. You know what I mean? And why not? Why not? Hugs. That's right, amiga. Make sure you Oh my god, that's crazy. But I get it. I mean, again, some people didn't say nothing, and now it's like you got a lot of content to talk about. I'm gonna keep bringing it to the table. We're gonna keep doing town halls. Guaranteed, we're gonna keep doing town halls. The people are their voices are gonna get heard, man. Everyone. But I might have to RSVP the squares because last time there was like 5-10 people that couldn't get on, and I feel like shit about that. Because they took the time to log in and hit the link, and they couldn't jump in. So we're gonna do better. We're gonna get better at this shit. Believe that, man. To the rest of you. Oh man, I'm sick as a dog, you guys. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm sick as a dog, man. 3 days, night chills. Crazy shit. He was oh fuck. Crazy shit, man. San Jose's in the casa. Oh, is that right? Shit. You might be able to go to Bakersfield, cabron. Bakersfield boxing. Shoot some content. You have IG way? You have TikTok? Get at me, cabron. The email is chicanotuberasa@gmail.com. chicanotuberasa@gmail.com. If you email, some people just mostly IG me clips and shit, and someone did send me the clip of the Banda World having 13-year-olds on there. Wow. No more to say about that. We're not the minority. They need like, bro, we're 40% of California, so trust me, we're already mobilizing, man. We're already mobilizing. Again, I said, you know what? I'm kind of just going into it, man. All the city councilmen, everyone that I already know in the community, gente. All the Chamber of Commerce people I know, all the councilmen I know. I had the mayor of Salinas come on the podcast. He wants to come back because he knows out of the 13K in the Alisal district, our voice was one of the loudest. Shit, man, you don't even know. I'll grab a bullhorn and go out there. You don't even know. Sorry to hear that, Randy Jean. Damn, man. 30 minutes for 20. 30 minutes. Oh yeah. I was just there the other day, cabron. I go to San Jose. It's like my second home way all the time, bro. All the time. That doesn't mean I know it like the back of my hand. Sometimes I have to hit up San Jose Lifer. I'm gonna go to 13th Street, 13th Avenue. And then San Jose Lifer is like, there's a little market right above La Michoacana. I'm like, yeah, it's right there. It's like we're like 3 houses down from the corner that I could see the Michoacana. He goes, oh, cool. He knew where I was at. I didn't know where I was at. He said I was straight though. I was laughing. Border security, bro. They closed the border. Executive actions, national emergency, cartels. People that were in jail for 4 years came home, and they might release the video cameras that La Policía let them all in, and the people that are tied to that are gonna disappear. I hope. Mikey praying for speed recovery. That's right. Raskeezy isn't fed. Oh no, he won't text me back then. He won't text me back because I've had night chills for 3 nights. Gente, free chugs, bro. Thank you. This land is our land, Rasa. Hey, what about the songs we used to sing in school and shit? This land is my land. Wayward Son is one of my most viewed clips. Wayward Son said, ain't you Wayward Son? He stirs the pot, but it's his truth. It's his truth. On anything I question very little that I have to interject. But he said, America was not made for you and me. That's crazy, man. And then I said the song after he said what he respectfully, he said what he said. You know how I am, man. This is Chicano Street. Every voice has a voice here. After that, I said that, oh, so this land that song's not true. This land was made for you and me. Send hugs. That's right. Oh man, gente, don't get mad at this pinchy map right here. Someone sent me, and I downloaded it. And it's a jab. Okay, what it says in the middle is a jab, right? It's a jab because 47 said the Gulf of Mexico, they're gonna change the name. It's a jab. But since we're always talking about Aslan, the 30% that Mexico lost, it's a pretty good territory line to what could have been Mexico, man. Are we stuck though, like saying, hey, we gotta have that back? And actually there was a 2-year war, and I think the fucking best generals won, but I do think Mexico was war battered. They had just came off with the Spanish and the French. That kind of wasn't fair, you know what I mean? Crazy. That dude right there. He did 3 $2 bills, and Raskeezy dropped the paperwork. I mean, again, it is what it is, man. But it's just be straight with people, man. That way they don't have to pull shit up on you. Mustard. Why am I still here then? Shit, why am I still here? Whatever you do, bro, just don't go out like the dude in Vermont, man. Take out the Huda. I mean, bro, now that I think about it, he was riding dirty, probably. Maybe he was right. You know how sometimes the clip will only show this and they want to get you pissed off? I can't believe the Hudas are doing this, but we don't know the whole story, right? You know, it's like some of us that be like, oh, my baby's an angel. He's with the angels right now. And the baby went off shooting off an AK-47 and catching multiple bodies on his way out. But I'll hold. I can walk in San Jose and get by. I know everything. Okay, I was in we were actually date night on the weekend. Tulum way. We're in Vietnam Town. He's got the whole world in his hands. So true. That's right. HCB. Campbell, West Side. That's right. They taught us the song Elementary School. You know what? That Carrie Underwood, damn, she got some voice, man. Follow her, man. She hit an acapella. I was tripping. I was like, why are there so many audio issues? All right, still for life. You guys, last comments of the night, you guys. I'm Mexican. That's what I am, cabron. If I had to identify, of course, we know Chicano too, but we took that before Pendejo comes on here acting tough and misleading the raza, you know. So we took that here, but if I identify as something, it had to be, pues, soy mexicano también, because just look at my face. But if you want to talk about nationality, it's different. Ethnicity is different. Race is different. Blood is different. We can go on and on, man. All right, you guys. Last one. Later on, when China becomes a super world power, we always. There was a meme that the Lady of Liberty, and there's a dude behind her that looks like Genghis Khan and shit. And it was saying like this was the last fucking 4 years. Shit, that's crazy. I'm out, you guys. I'm sick. I'm out, but I always want to do my little quick mix midday lives. Tomorrow we'll do a night live, no matter how we feel, and maybe we'll have a guest on. I'm out, you guys. We got a lot to talk about every week now, but you know what I'm gonna be doing is I'll be showing you the pages of these cabrones, and we'll be talking about their news because a lot of people now, like I said, they suddenly give a shit. So if it's something positive that's going to help the raza, we're going to highlight it and talk about it. I'm out, you guys. I think it was an immigrant from, Vermont. Okay. Well, I appreciate you shedding some light, way, because I'm not claiming to know neither. And when I worked at King Aquarium in East Side after high school, most raza there, oh, Sharika. Bro, San Jose has history, cabrón. That's where fucking Teen Angel magazine came from. Wait, are you kidding me? Who didn't have Teen Angel? Come on. You know what I mean? So San Jose has a lot of history, man. I'm out, you guys. Remember what I always say? Beautiful linda raza, do me a favor. Just hit that like on your way out. Hit that like. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is memories.